hits like a thunder's roar. Rubber burns and the engine soars. Rev bomb rides with a wild man's pride. The world can't keep up no matter how it tries. Rev bomb's motorbikes got a heart of steel. Wheels spinning faster than the fear we feel. Lights flash like fire in the dead of night. He's a rebel on wheels chasing freedom's light.
So, another bike in for repairs with us. This is an AJS Tempest Scrambler. Look at that. In a vivid blue. I like this colour. So, customer brought this in under AJS warranty. So, it is a 3-4-year-old bike. And brought it in to us to identify why he's got no rear brake. Reason being, this master cylinder. This works on a piston that goes up and down into that chamber. And what happens? Over time, the little seals in there wear and it starts letting air in, but it's not pumping the fluid. So to change this, you've got to take all this off. You've got to watch that brake switch. That's on 2 wires. So unplug it, you undo this, unscrew it, but you twist the wire at the same time so you don't break the cables. Your new master then fits in, you fit your push rod down the bottom, you clamp all this back. Now before you clamp it up, if you are changing a master, put some brake fluid in that master, otherwise you're pumping on dry seals. Top it up with brake fluid, drop your pins in, top up your reservoir, and then being a combined brake system, that will run up to a block valve up here. Make sure that you get into the block valve, bleed the air out. Sometimes you have to take the caliper and raise it above this cylinder, so you're pushing the air upwards. Didn't need to do it on this one. The trick with these, if you pump, hold and twist it, you're going to get big air bubbles. The quick trick is to vibrate that pedal so it makes the air break up into tiny little bubbles. You can push it through the lines a lot quicker. Bleed the front first, then the back to the front, back to the back. I've pushed about ½ a litre of fluid through this bike, but we're just going to take it out, do a quick test ride, and make sure that that back brake is working effectively. And it's only done 13,660 miles. So, let it warm itself up. Now it has got Oxford heated grips, hence why these are all sticking up here. These should be underneath, really. Needs the grips moving round on it, but we're going to give it a run. Let's just get round the block. It was in for a back brake, and that's all we have to do on the AJS warranty. But this is a lovely little bike to ride. I do like the adventure style scrambler bikes. So we're not even going to touch the front brake on this. We're going to ride on the back brake just to check everything is working. Coming in, and a nice little bit of back brake. Now this had absolutely no rear brake at all when we brought it in, and I took it round the block and I had absolutely nothing. So we're going to pull in, bring it down, and as you can see, I'm not touching the front brake at all. Just using that rear brake, and obviously being combined braking, it's going to give you 70% rear and 30% front, or sometimes 60-40. Watch that car, make sure that she can see me. So round the block we go. Last thing we're going to do is obviously a little bit extra. We're going to check the chain tension, and we're going to make sure he's got some decent air in the tyres, just to make sure everything is all good. And I've got the visor up as well, bit of fresh air in the face. Coming down through the box, and I'm using the rear brake and the engine braking to bring me down. When we get to the top of the road, I am just going to coast in. I'm going to just literally clutch in, and then what we'll do then is just use the rear brake. So coming in, clutch in, and hand off, just to show that that's pulling down on that rear brake, which it is, down through the box. Stepping down through the gears, back down to 1. Lovely smooth gearbox on these Tempests. And we're off. Gets up to speed very quick. Absolutely lovely. And I can feel that rear tyre's a little bit on the spongy side. I think that's got around about 24 in that, off the top of my head, feeling like. So we should pump that up. tyre pressures on the 125 should be around about 32 front and 34 to the rear, or sometimes 30, 32, but I like to run 125 tyres a little bit harder so you get some decent grip. Right, waiting for Matey Boy in front to move. And then I can get back into my MOT bay, and another 2 bikes to do and another 2 cars, and we've also got a front end wheel bearing to do on another bike. So, riding absolutely lovely. Can't park there. Nice steady 30 up the road. Now obviously on these, I love this idea. Your mileage is on the outside in miles in black, and the inside is your Ks. They've got it as dual on this. I like the idea. Both in setting the clock rather than 2 separate lots of numbers. Do a left here. Once again, just bring it down, and a nice hard brake off that back wheel. Nice. Up we go, through the box. Watching out for the car that is on the wrong side of the road because it's my right of way and they're totally ignoring me. But all hunky-dory. Right, we're going to hook a left here. Coming in on the back brake again. Nice and steady and round the corner. Absolutely perfect. We have a rear brake, and it's always nice just to check. That's my boys from Motest. They've just picked up the Zontes to go hitching to the customer. That's the one we fitted the heated grips on. So he's done that. Phil's here with the Harley. We're going to pop this down the bottom end of the bay. Joe's going to do the tyres for me. Right, we're in there. We're going to crack on and get that next MOT on the second Harley for Phil done. We'll see you on the next one. Tempest is completed. From Rev, as always, guys, be well, ride safe, and it's a big goodbye from me. There we go. Stop recording.